Today is the extraordinary beginning of a new era. My name is Jared, and actually I'm supposed to be packing, which means that filming this video is not the most productive usage of my time. What's more, I think that my inbox floweth over with lots of messages, but apparently because I'm going to Iceland on Monday and then Greenland on Wednesday, it seems that I am actually going to be doing whatever work I can so as to actually avoid the work that I'm supposed to be doing. Great! Okay, so I have really thought over my life significantly, and for the Polyglot Conference that's happening at the end of October, I've decided actually to, for the time being, until November, to cut down a lot of languages that I've been knowing, and so as a result, I am going to be pausing my studies of most of my other languages that I don't know very, very well, but I will make one exception for the case of Gilbertese, because for some reason it is actually very, very, very close to my heart, and I think that actually really having Gilbertese on my name tag, even if I don't speak it very well, would actually cause a lot of very interesting conversations to be had, and I don't really want to lose out on that. And also I think that Pacific languages are greatly underrepresented in the global language learning community as a whole, and what else can I say? Learn more Pacific languages. They're really, 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 really cool. Okay, so meanwhile, back in Kiribati, Irua Amririki. How old are you? Now the words. I think I messed that up. Irawa. I always read it as like Irua. So Irawa Amririki. So Irawa Amririki. How old are you? Keep in mind, this is not an instructional course. This is me actually struggling with the language a lot. Okay. Irawa Amririki. How old are you? Irawa. How many? Is your singular. That is to say, not your plural. That is belonging to you, one you. Okay. Re tenuia. And that, as if I recall correctly, is a lesson 3. Re was, I believe, how do I put it? It was defined earlier as a dialogue in one of the earlier lessons. I believe it can also mean lesson or a teaching. I'm not really inclined to say that I got it wrong previously, but obviously if you know a lot about this more than I do, go ahead and let me know. After all, I make these series in order to actually really make people a lot more less ashamed about being mistakes. Nobody is ever a mistake. About making mistakes. Okay. No. Ante nasinan anne. So, sir, whose son or child is that? Okay, so Nasina is her child. Okay, the rest of the words we've actually now we actually did in a previous lesson. Ante is whose. Anne is right here, that one, not far away. And then Bon Nasiu it is my son. And so Bon is truly, indeed, or it is blank, 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 followed by, I believe what is usually a noun, but I think that other parts of speech can also come after it as well. Okay, Nasu, my child. Okay, so note that in Kiribati we actually have 2 methods of actually indicating a possessive. One can actually really be with a separate word, and the other one with a suffix. Hold wait, oh yeah, Finnish, and probably some other languages that I'm, it's very interesting because, I have to go through all my mind, do a little checkbox through all of them. But I'm too lazy that I'm not going to do that. Okay, I irawa anaririki. How old is he? So I is a word used for counting things. And then ana is his or hers. So literally, how many years does he or she have? It's very interesting because in the Creole of Sierra Leone, on the other side of the word, you actually say, how many years have you taken? Almost, yeah, you don't take. Okay. Itaku ba tau ai ni maua ke a ono ua anaririki. And this is going to be defined as, I think he is about 5 or 6. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and define the words that we haven't encountered before. Just so that I actually have a private memorize with this course in which I've actually been putting everything from these courses into it and probably risking significant repetitive strain injury in the process. No, I'm serious. I was actually almost at the point of tears because apparently I was copy-pasting so many words, and apparently the PDF in which I take a lot of this, which I provided the link for in this description, is not in a Microsoft Word document or something like that, which means that I have to type out everything. And very interestingly, one thing I'm very grateful for is that the Kiribati Gilbertese language actually uses the exact same characters as the English language, in case you probably really haven't noticed quite yet. I do know that some languages like Tongan, which is one of my other favorites, and by favorite I mean I speak some, but it's also my favorite, or one of my favorites. Languages of the Pacific, they actually do have little lines over vowels. And so sometimes, really doing that is a little bit of a pain. But and then, of course, it's really fun to even see exactly how some word processors that aren't really used to that try to process it. Okay, dear people in technology, care more about minor languages. Sincerely, people who care about humanity. Okay, E is I, the pronoun. Hey, that's going to be very easy to remember because exactly the same as English. Okay, daku is say. Ba'a is because, for, or that. Indirect statement, or as. And so ba'a, I'll give some examples in other languages. It would be like, how do I put it? So das in German, the she prefix in Hebrew, a ge in Spanish, and se. And, for example, how do I put it? Many English Creole languages like Jamaican Patois, Salon Creole, and Bisnama, and at in Swedish. Okay. Tao is perhaps used in sentences. Nimawa is 5. Ke is or, and onowa is 6. So it means I say that perhaps he is 5 or 6. Okay, or that his years are 5 or 6 more accurately, but note that anaririke, meaning his years, actually goes at the end. Well, we have a lot of material to discuss, and apparently I've run my entire time down by just simply talking about nothing. Welcome to my life. Okay, na sisirakina neneba tao e ataya neko ai iraua anaririki teo ai. So I'll ask this woman if she knows. Woman, how old is this boy? Oh, you sound very nice to talk to. Okay, is in or at. Okay, na is a future tense marker. Okay, sisirakina is to ask or to interrogate. Nene is this lady here. The pronouns in this language are going to make my brain explode. Okay, e is he, she, or it. Okay. Itakuba'a e akanikoro o no wa nte ririki ae. In a nasisirakina ma'ane na ae. 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 Okay, I gotta try that from the beginning. Itakuba'a e akanikoro o no wa ite ririki ae. In a nasisirakina ma'ane na ae. Te bora ai irawa ngai anariki te Karianako. And then this means, I think he is about 6 years old this year. I'll ask his sister here. Deborah, how old is Karianako? Coolest name ever, by the way. Now, by the way, apparently it occurs to me that, a friend of mine actually is asking for cat name suggestions from me specifically. I recommend that you name your cat Karianako. I don't care if this message is intended to you, you should name your pets Karianako. I think it sounds really, really good. It would be fantastic if I actually knew what it meant. Okay. And it's very interesting. Like in some languages, I think ancient Greek comes to mind. You can actually use the te, meaning, if I recall correctly, the plus your first name, and so you're saying the Karianako. Okay, so words we learned. So a is him or her. Okay, akanikoro is this year. It's an idiomatic phrase, I think, referencing plants of some variety. Apparently, I spent 5 minutes in the glossary trying to figure it out, and then apparently I just simply inferred all of this from context, which I could have done, but usually I want to make sure that I'm very accurate beforehand. Okay, ma'anena is his sister, and then nkai is now. Okay, iaki ataya, I don't know. Aoririke ngai aru ayua. Okay, congratulations, 5 vowels in a row. Okay, Aki ataya aure reke ingai ai ro ruaiwa. So this means I don't know. I am 9 now. And what this literally is, I not know my years now, counter number 9. Okay, and then I atiba uringa I isua anaririki. Okay, I just remembered it. He is 7 years old now. Okay, so the words that we learned here, tiba is just. Uringa is to remember something, and then isua is 7. Okay, and then ikawairiki ne e o wa. Okay, ikawairiki ne e o ateririki nakon Teo I. Means this girl is 2 years older than this boy. Okay, so Ikawai is grown up, Riki is more. And so, is more grown up, this girl, 2 years more than this boy. That's what the literal translation of that sentence is. So, oa, 2, a word with all vowels. And then nakon is 2 in comparison to, towards, against, or more, or than. And then nako is to go to a place, and I believe the two of those are linguistically related. In fact, if you're actually learning a language that is not related to any other language that you know, the best thing that you really should do is make internal connections between the vocabulary. For those of you who need more clarifications about that, that means think about what sort of words that are present in the language that resemble other words in that same language. Because keep in mind, surprise, all languages are logical. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true. Okay, eng, anaririki teo ai inkai ai isua. Means yes, he is 7, now he is now 7 years old. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, right now I'm doing the bulk of this on the memorized course because I'm putting literally everyone here's. I know that this to some degree does violate my principle of getting literally the whole process on camera, but besides, I think that I really do need a lot of the work, and I really want to learn this language because I think it's a very, very morally correct choice for me, and also something that's very socially responsible on my behalf. And what's more, I think that, the more sense I can really invest in doing this, I really have to start using available resources. But one thing I definitely will let you know is that I'll hopefully try to continue this series, and with each lesson manage to put more things into the memorized course as well. And this promises to be very, very fun. I really like this language, and apparently I've poked around the internet, and I've actually heard that this language is very, very grammatically simple. I definitely seeing a lot of signs from that, even though at the early stages that's not readily apparent. So until then, this is Jared letting you know that you can be a source of healing in the world. Who knows? Maybe you might actually save the whole world someday. It could be you. You never know. Have a good one, and see you next time.